In this video, I will introduce you to LiveBinders, which is an online digital binder for organizing your resources. You can have a virtual 3-ring binder for your lesson plans, training materials, and much more. This is where all of your information and content is organized and can easily be shared. The next step is we need to get started. So you'll either, in the upper right hand corner, you'll either click the sign up button and create an account, or log in if you already have an account. So I'm going to log in, and I'm going to copy and paste my username and password, and then I will hit the login button. Normally, I think on your first time, if I remember, they automatically take you to the My Binders homepage. In my case, it did not, so I will hover over my username, and you can see that there is a button for My Binders, My Uploaded Files, My Profile, and to log out. So we'll click on My Binders. And now we're at the My Binders homepage. To create a binder, you will select New Binder at the top of the page. On the next screen, we'll be asked to give the binder a name, description, tags, and whether we want it public or private. If the binder is to stay private, then you need to give it an access key so that if you do want to share it with a certain person or two, those individuals will need to have the access key in addition to the link. So let's go ahead and create our new binder. My title is going to be Math 050 Lesson Plans. My description is these are my lesson plans. Not too descriptive, but when I'm going to go back and really add everything to it, I'll be a little more descriptive. Tags, you don't have to. That's not a requirement. That just helps you and others, search for things if you go ahead and provide tags. And right now you can see it's default to private. If I change it to public, which everyone can view the binder without you having to share it, then there's no access code. And then you have to change your category, and it always defaults to personal. But as you can see by the various categories, this can be used in your personal life as well as for education or business purposes. So I'm going to select that this is for education, and then when you're ready, create new binder. So on this next page, we're given tabs like you would see in a physical notebook to help us organize our content. This could be used with students for them to take class notes. So at the top of the page in blue, you see tab 1, tab 2, tab 3. Students could make each tab be a different course. Math 050, English 101, Physics 105. For me, since I'm doing my lesson plans, I'm going to use the table of contents out of my textbook, and that's going to be my tabs. So my first tab is Intro to Modeling, and I'll put that in. Basically, you just click in the box, and you can either backspace it or highlight, copy and paste. Then I'll click on tab 2, which is Operations and Expressions. Click in the box, paste, and then tab 3, I'm just going to call this Using Slope to Graph Linear Equations. And I'll put that in the box, just like so. You can click on the tabs and rename them, just like I did, or you can click on the red arrow or use the gray buttons at the top of the page. So if I click on the red arrow, that allows me to go ahead and add a new tab. For this particular third tab, then I could add a sub-tab for that. So using slope to graph linear equations, my sub-tabs might be finding slope, slope-intercept form, point slope. For operations and expressions, a sub-tab might be adding and subtracting positive and negative numbers, multiplying and dividing positive and negative numbers, and then another sub-tab could be order of operations. So and I'll click on sub-tab. So as you can see, it's got the little missing caret there, and so then I would, give it a new sub-tab title. And I'll just do that. You don't always have to use the little red arrow, to add a new tab, sub-tab, delete it, move it. You can even change the tab color. So if this was used by a student, different tabs, different subjects, different courses could be different colors. You can also use the buttons up here. Add a tab, sub-tab. Now, under each tab, you can see that there's a box to enter a URL. So using slope to graph linear equations, I'm going to go to the Khan Academy. I found a website that I thought would be very interesting and we could go along with my topic. So you'll copy and paste the URL and hit insert. And there is the website. You can click on the thumbnail or the link above to view the web page. You also have a go-to site if you wanted to go from there. There's the Khan Academy site. It opened in a new window, so I'm going to close that out. But you ask the question, are you just limited to links? I have images, I have videos, I have text notes. How do I enter all of this? And that's where the gray content button comes in. As you can see, you can upload files. You've got your text box. You've got where you can upload items from your Dropbox account, YouTube account, Flickr. You can insert QR codes. So you can actually insert quite a few things. What I would recommend you do next is I would click on the text button, and then you can see simple layouts of text and media. I kind of like this one to where you have a title, you've got your media on the left hand side, and then you've got your text on the right. So we'll click that. You saw it change behind the screen, so we'll close this out. And so now at the top of the page where it says click here to edit, this is where you're going to put your title. And you've got all sorts of editing options with your title. Your media will continue to be on the left, and then when you click here to edit, you can start putting your text material on the right hand side. So this would be my notes. So as you go along with this, always remember you need to save. So if you click the save button and it says your binder was saved successfully, there's always an undo button if you need to go back and change something. And you do have a settings button where you can go through and change some of your binder settings. But after you make any kind of changes, always be sure you save. Now, you've got your binder like you want it, so now you're ready to share it. This is made public, so other people that have a LiveBinder account can search for your binder. But let's say you've got people that don't have a LiveBinder account. If you click on the share button, and we'll get out of the helpful notes, you can see that it gives you your automatic URL. You can email this out, you can embed it, you can share it on social media. There's multiple ways that you can save your binder. Save it and share it, I should say. So if I click on the embed options, or the embed button. There's all your embed options. If I click on Facebook, it automatically opens it up like I'm going to share it on Facebook. If I want to tweet it out, it opens up my Twitter account. I have to log in and then it'll tweet my binder. Or you can actually send it out in an email. So there's many ways that you can share your LiveBinder. I'm going to go back to the My Binder homepage, if it will take me. And now you can see there is the binder that you created. And so let's say you logged out, you logged back in. If you hover, you've got a presentation mode. You can edit and keep adding to your binder. And then under options, options to share, make a copy of it, delete it. So that in a quick nutshell is LiveBinder. There are some other features that I didn't have time to go into. When you do see a new shelf, you can create a virtual shelf based on your categories to put multiple binders on your virtual shelf. So I hope you found this a great tool for you as you're preparing for your classes and for your students who might find this a great interactive tool of taking notes. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact OTC online at otc.edu. Thank you.